Hey, Rachel. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Thursday live What's for Dinner from Oregon Weight and Wellness. I'm Dr. Julie Gilbert, joined with Rachel Matthews.
Hey, everybody.
And we have been talking about just ways to stay engaged, stay positive, stay strong in this very challenging health journey. Rachel, I wanted to tell you, I've seen a couple of articles now one article that actually, the fast food stocks were down, or at least for one of the companies. I think for a few of the like fast food companies and some of the snack food companies, their stocks are down.
Ooh. Really?
Yeah. And that's a good thing because people are getting smart too. I mean, I'm projecting, of course, but I'm hoping that that people are just getting smart to taking control of their lives, of their health.
Yeah. You know, that just brought up something that happened to me just today. I was at a doctor's office with my dad, who is recovering from cancer, and this is a cancer doctor, right? And he was talking about lifestyle changes you could do and different things to make sure that my dad's doing everything he can to stay healthy. And he talked about food and nutrition, and he said, you shouldn't eat sugar. And I was like, oh, he knows. And he said, I know that it tastes good and it's all the things that is, but it's poison and it feeds your cancer, and your cancer will grow, and this poison feeds it. And he was very clear. And I was like, oh, yes. And, he doesn't know that my dad and I work together with all of his health, things. Right. He doesn't know that we're mindful with nutrition. And he was willing to say it and to be honest that sugar is poison. He said the words, and I was just really proud of him. But that gave me hope as well. It's getting out there, and we need to know that sugar's poison, and it feeds it feeds cancer cells. Right. And so, message is getting out there.
Message is getting out there, and I think people are feeling empowered to make better choices and to kind of understand, embrace the reality of what ultra processed food does, and the harm of that and the benefit of whole and real food.
That's right.
But it's hard sometimes to stick with the journey. Sometimes it's hard. We're kind of getting, affronted on so many sides. So Rachel, what nugget of inspiration do you have for us today to just keep us?
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, ready for it. Shock it to me.
Yeah. That's great. What a great segue. What a great lead in. I'm going into a situation. We've got three kind of statements here for you that are motivating and empowering. When I go into a situation, this is the quote from James Clear, who wrote the book Atomic Habits, and I get his newsletter, and this is what is in his email. And he said, when I go into a situation, I try to keep a mindset of baseline optimism. Okay. So in the first scenario, he says, when I'm starting a new day, I say, it's going to be a good day. He says, when I'm meeting someone new, I say to myself, I'm going to like them. And when I'm trying something challenging, I say to myself, it's going to work out.
Yeah.
So he says, problems will inevitably arise, and I will deal with them as the situation demands, but my preference is to assume I'm on the winning path until proven otherwise.
Right. Yeah, that's that glass half full versus half empty, isn't it? Yeah, that's so good. I love just even beginning the day with that. And it's more than the power. I mean, there's so much power in positive thinking, but I think it's more than that. I think it's kind of based on history, right? Yeah, it's based on, when we look at, we can always find some good, some foundation of hope, some that can give us evidence to believe that today is going to be a good day. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I like that. I like that. So if we're relating this back to what you were just saying about it's hard and all of these choices and decisions we have, and the messages getting out there about health, how do you apply these statements to that? What's that connection for you?
Mhm. Well, for me, so I've seen a couple of these articles now about, um, I guess when I feel that the message is getting out there, I feel, and then I see, you know, um, in my own health, in my friends'
Mm,
lives, and then of course in the people that come see us and the clients. When I see the small changes that they're making and the aha moments that they're having, um, it says, yeah, what I'm doing is worth it, and I can keep doing it. Yeah,
ooh,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's empowering to go, and it's
Mhm.
going to be a good day. This is a good day. The
Mhm.
progress
Yeah.
and the step by step. And we were talking off air right before we hit live that it is, like you said, more than just positive thinking. Like a daily affirmation. It's going to
Mhm.
be a good day, and
Mhm.
that can feel so trite or cliche, but it isn't, because we have
Mhm.
to really understand about when we say that and we mean it and
Mhm.
we put feeling and emotion into it. We
Mhm.
claim that statement.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's intention setting. It's
Right.
basically telling myself, telling my brain, telling all of my body parts, telling my hands, my eyes, everything. We're looking for a good day.
Mhm.
We are anticipating, we're going to look for the good day. We're going to make it a good
Mhm.
day. We're going to find the good in the day.
Mhm.
Um, and we're starting off with a hope, an
Right.
optimism.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. This 5-minute journal that I often encourage patients to do.
Yes.
One of the few things that they
Hmm.
do is for the morning is they answer the question, what would make today great. So
Yes.
that's just a kind of a turning it around just a little bit. What would make today great?
Hmm.
So you're already thinking like, okay, if I got this done and that done, or if I called this person, if I,
Hmm.
whatever it is. So you're setting yourself up for the expectation that's kind of snowballing into figuring out how to do it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
before you've done it, so you're kind
Yeah.
of pre-planning the good.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
And you're looking at the day going, oh, if that's what it takes to make it a good day, then I probably need to shift this over here. Don't do this.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
helps you plan and make it happen in the
Mhm.
day. Yeah, I love that shift.
Yeah.
It goes from the anticipation of having a good day to how it's going to become. How
Mhm.
what am I really looking for?
Mhm.
um, it's fun to think about. In general, the day can be a good day based on all the things, but
Mhm.
then you get more specific, you get granular. Okay, here's what I'm looking for,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
how will I make that happen? I have to make it happen. Things
Mhm.
don't happen on their own. I've
Right.
got to make some things happen. I can start small, I can do step by step, but I
Mhm.
can make some things happen.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And I really liked your the second thing that in the
Hmm.
quote about I'm going to find the good in the person, or I'm going to like the person. I'm going to,
Yes.
yeah,
When meeting someone new,
yeah,
I'm going to like them.
yeah.
Whoa.
Choosing that, making that a choice. Yeah.
Making it a choice before you've met them,
Mhm.
right? Or as you're meeting them, the
Mhm.
thought, the ticker tape in your brain is, I'm going to like this person. I know I'm
Mhm.
going to like a bunch of things about them. I know
Mhm.
that this is going to be a great connection.
Mhm.
Whoa. What if
Yeah.
we thought that way?
I know because, I don't have to convince too many people that there's a lot of conflict out there.
Hmm.
Um, and I think if you go in with that particular attitude, then, you're going to look for the thing that you connect with
Yes.
that person. Yeah.
Yes. Hmm.
Yeah. You're not
Hmm.
this way, but this way. Right.
Absolutely.
Right. Right. You're going to look for the connection.
Hmm.
If you anticipate liking somebody,
Right.
you're going to look for the
Right.
connection.
And that brings in that my favorite word, curiosity. I
Yeah.
wonder what it's going to be about this person that I'm really
Right.
going to connect with. I wonder what we have in common.
Right.
And that gets that, and then we're looking for it. Like you said, we're looking for it, and we know, we know that as humans, we have more in common than
Mhm.
not. We
Yeah.
just aren't always willing to accept and acknowledge that. But if we can accept and acknowledge that, I have a good friend said that, especially during COVID and with a lot of the political stuff that goes on through the years, one way that really helps him look at every person he encounters is, regardless of their disagreements, political, religion, spiritual, work, family, whatever it is, he looks at the person and says to himself, this person has hopes and dreams,
Mm.
and this person has some things that are really important to them.
Mhm.
Their thoughts, their beliefs are based on something really important to them. I
Mhm.
wonder what it is. I wonder if I could
Mhm.
get to know what really
Oh,
matters to them.
love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it because then you're going in more with the curiosity of knowing that person
Yeah.
more rather
Yeah.
than just kind of the superficial stuff
Right.
that we
Right.
tend to kind of, yeah. Yeah. And it
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of, this group that we joined, Slow Food. They got
Mm.
the group of people, all different ages, um, and they're all different cultural backgrounds, all different, spiritual or whatever, religious, political views, but they come together and laugh and enjoy each other's company and connect. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty cool. It's
It
pretty
is
cool.
really cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
Love it.
So yeah. So what's the third thing he said?
Yeah. The third thing is great too. When trying something challenging,
Mhm,
it's going to work out.
mhm.
You tell yourself, this is going to work out. I will find a way. I
Yeah.
will. Yeah.
Mhm. Right. That's that attitude of perseverance. The attitude of you're learning. You're not failing. You're going back to the
Hmm.
drawing board. You're willing. You're giving yourself grace and
Hmm.
time.
Yeah.
Grace, and if at first time if at first you don't succeed, try again. So you're giving yourself that grace and time, permission to not get it right the first time.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of us, including myself, kind of
Hmm.
fall short sometimes, especially
Hmm.
on this journey toward health. We want it right now.
Yes.
And we want to try this thing and we
Yeah.
want it to work.
Hmm.
And I know that I'm that way in a lot of things. With a dumb computer, I'm that way. So I'm ready to throw it out. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think a lot of us kind of transpose that thinking into our health.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if we can come with a different mindset, a little bit of a shift to say
Hmm.
that this is going to work,
Yeah.
I just, maybe I have to tweak it. Maybe I have to do it differently. Maybe I have to throw everything out and try, but I have, but I can figure it
I
out.
can figure this out. I can
Okay.
figure this out. And I think one of the places that I want it all and I want it right now mentality comes from is in a lot of areas of our life, we can get what we want right now,
Mhm.
right? We have a very right now world.
Jeff
Um,
Bezos.
yeah, exactly. It can be here tonight sometimes. It's not even 2-day delivery. Sometimes it's here tonight. What? And think about, if I have a problem, um, many problems are very fixable right now. As soon as you get the solution, you understand what to do.
Mhm.
In many, many things of our lives, we can make a change and a significant a change that you can see happening pretty quick.
Right.
But our bodies do not work that way.
No.
Lifestyle and habits, unfortunately, do not work that way. And that's what's so frustrating because you can get all the knowledge, all the information, you know what to do, how to do it, where to do it. Okay, then you want to just George Jetson, or beam me up, Scotty, right? You want to just beam me
Right.
up. And unfortunately, it takes
Well,
months and years. I know
mhm.
I am still learning about my
Mhm.
health and my journey and tweaking things along the way. So
Yeah,
the,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, that's why it's a journey, right? That's why it's a marathon, not a sprint.
yeah.
And right, that is so true. And so that gift of compassion,
Hmm.
not excuse
Right,
necessarily, yeah,
right.
but that gift of compassion that we hopefully give to others, and we can also give to ourselves.
Right.
So, and figuring it out. Yeah. Because, right, sometimes we didn't get here overnight. We didn't get in the metabolic dysfunctional state that we're in. That didn't
Right.
happen in an instant. That
No.
happened over time.
Yeah.
So it's, it's amazing what can happen quickly.
It's true.
It's
Yeah.
true. But those are huge shifts. Most of us can't make huge shifts and keep
Right.
doing the huge. Most of us have to make a small little change.
Yeah.
And small little change. And we have to practice and practice.
Yes.
And practice. We
Yeah.
have to meet some hard thing, come up against it and then overcome it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then pick ourselves up, look around and, nice job. Okay, I did it. On to the next.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes practice. It takes practice with holidays. It takes practice with setbacks.
Right.
It takes practice with celebration. It takes practice
Right.
with grief. I mean, so we have to experience all the things in life to be able to solidify this value of health that we have, this new value that we've come to.
Oh, Dr. Gilbert, that's a massive point you just made. That is so huge, because if we think about the old diet mentality and the fad diets, they're what, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks? That's not even the length of a season. You haven't tried this out through all the different seasons of a year, seasons of life, seasons of your kids' life, your family. I mean, my word. Yes. So one habit and one thing you get down, it's not going to be the same in this next month. Things will be different. The weather's different. That changes your behaviors, your actions, your new habits come in when weather changes, right? And other habits go out. And so, yeah, we've got to practice things season in and season out and year in and year out before it's really solidified and it's really the norm. And that does just take, and that's why those small steps that we always talk about are so much more doable. Because if you say, I'm going to be in this for a couple years. Yeah. Come. I love this one woman I follow. She says, come in. No, come all the way in. No, come all the way in and sit down. Sit down, right? You're here for a while. Come all the way in and sit down. You're here for a while. Buckle. You don't even need to buckle up because we're not driving very fast. You can just hang, sit back, right? You're here for a while, get cozy and accept that it's going to be a couple years. It's going to be a while before you ultimately get where everything is, right? And so when we accept that and go, okay, but I can do a couple years, that's a long time. Yeah, but I'm changing small little things to the that's doable, right? I'm not gritting my teeth for 2 years or 3, no, I'm changing slowly but surely. And some things, like you said, change quickly. And in a month or 2, you're like, oh, I'm seeing some difference with my energy or my mood or my sleep or my attitude. And right. We just, And then that's motivating to keep going.
Right. Very good. All right. Awesome. Okay.
Great conversation.
Well, yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Good.
I like it.
Okay. So what's on your dinner menu for tonight?
Ooh, dinner menu tonight. I'm actually going to think about it on the fly right now. You guys are going to help me plan this out. Oh, I know what it is. Last night was Valentine's, but my Valentine worked very, very late. So I had no Valentine and no nice dinner. But I had bought some really nice salmon. So I'm going to make a salmon dinner for my son and for my husband and I. And I think probably some French green beans on the side. And I think we have some sweet potatoes. So it might be some sweet potatoes.
Cool.
A real three thing, real simple plate, but we don't eat salmon very often and we should probably eat it more. So we're treating ourselves to a really nice piece of meat.
Very good.
Yeah.
And yes, and I was gifted an elk, so this is so elk steak. So we're going to give that a try. And that's probably as far as wild, and
it doesn't get any better than that.
Right. So
it does not get better than wild game. Yeah.
I'm still on my kale salad kick. So
yes,
I'm still on it. It's got chickpeas in there now, Rachel.
Yum. Yum. Isn't it so fun how it can be something different every day? Yeah. And kale is I was reading something the other day, then I think all things considered, kale is the top green. It's the most nutrient dense of
Mm,
like the when I say green, I mean like leafy green.
right.
Like if you're gonna put any kind of a leaf on
Mhm,
something, kale
mhm.
is number one probably.
Sales. He's got
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, and you tell me about, I'm figuring out my new tiny habit is to figure out how to get a tablespoon of cacao powder in my day. So
Oh, because
because
what I sent you,
yeah,
yeah, I was like,
I
yes.
know.
But it's interesting because they did the test with like alkalized cacao powder, cocoa
Right.
powder, like Dutch process, and
Mhm.
it's not the same thing.
Mhm.
We need,
No.
and there's many different types. I have an article in my magazine that's talking about the different types of cocoa powder. I didn't know there were so many
No.
different types.
Yeah.
So again, we talked about this journey. I'm still learning things. I'm looking in my
Right.
pantry going, I got to get rid of this one. I
Right. Yeah.
need I need the better stuff. So, and that's a
That's right.
simple, easy change.
Yes, you are upgrading. What did we talk about last week?
Yep, it's
Yeah,
leveling.
leveling
It's
up.
the healthy
Yes.
upgrade, the yeah,
Yeah.
what was the phrase
We
though? There was
we
a
said, what did we say? Uh-oh. We said,
leveling up.
we did. It's gonna come to me
Oh,
as soon as we go off here. It's gonna
yeah.
come to me. So, ugh.
Okay, if we think about it, I can always post it in the comments
Post
on the
it.
Facebook. Yeah, if you think about it, let me know and I'll post it in the comments.
Okay.
But it was
Yeah,
like it was the idea of upgrading or leveling up or but it was a more fancy word. It was kind of like, oh, I'm
mhm,
going to treat myself or
mhm,
I'm
mhm.
going to I'm going to value myself more, right? We were talking about ah,
Yes.
killing us, killing us.
All right. All right. Well, my
Ah.
smoke's coming out of my ears now.
Somebody who's listening knows it and they're
Yeah,
screaming at
yeah.
the
They're
screen.
trying, they're shouting at us.
Yes, they are. Yes. Speaking of, if you're watching this or listening to it, go
Oh,
follow us on Facebook, like it, comment it. It's
yeah.
on YouTube. If you guys follow and like it, we can get this podcast, this live production out to more people, and
Mhm.
we would really appreciate it. So
Yeah.
let us know you're here. Put a comment in there, or even if a thumbs up. We know you're here. We know you're listening, and that's really helpful for us as well.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
Thanks.
Well, you have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.